Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Andrew here. I'm back in Cape Breton, traveling along the Cape Breton Cabot Trail, and just thought I'd pull over and soak in some of the view and share another vlog post with you. So this is something new that we're trying. This is something I've been thinking about for the last number of years. You can't end up working with a couple thousand entrepreneurs and not gain some insight and learn a few things along the way. So I thought this would be a good way to just start to share some of that. And as we lead into the next call for applications for our Dream Business Program, looking for the next 10 entrepreneurs in Cape Breton to start towards the end of October. One of the pieces of feedback I constantly get from folks is the importance of carving out time in their calendar to work on their business idea. And we meet every Tuesday evening for 2.5 hours for 6 weeks, and it's amazing to see how much progress, both in terms of how people are, just how they're thinking about their idea, how their thinking evolves with their idea when they carve out that time to focus on it and to try and move it forward. And some of these folks have been mulling these ideas over for years, and to think that in just 3 or 4 weeks of putting some dedicated thought into the idea and surrounded by other entrepreneurial people kind of doing their own thing and bringing in some mentors, it's always amazing to see how much progress people make. And I always ask at the end of the program, like, what was the thing that really sort of helped you the most? And consistently we get people saying, the fact that I carved out 2.5 hours every week to just focus on this idea and try to move it forward, and the momentum that gets built week after week when you start to do that is really something that that people see the results of. And it's really fun for me to kind of watch how they take that little sort of baby idea that that they have and actually turn it into something that is earning them money and making revenue, and sometimes even employing new people in their community. So yeah, if there's one piece of advice I can give you, if you have something that you're working on, just dedicate the time to do it. So whether you go through the Dream Business Program and join us every Tuesday evening for 2.5 hours, or you just kind of block that time out in your own calendar, do it, because that time to to really sort of think through how the business model is going to work, and what can I do to begin to test and validate those assumptions, can really make all the difference in the world. So carve that time out in your calendar. Thanks.